Nelson Mandela memorably said, "Sport has the power to change the world," and the Laureus Sport for Good Foundation is doing just that. It aims to inspire positive change for children across the world using some of the biggest names in sport. We recently travelled to a deprived area of South London in England to see a famous face from rugby help launch a new initiative.
This project is about playing basketball all the way through midnight, which is a good opportunity to stay out of trouble or, and stay fit and meet new people from everywhere.
Sean Fitzpatrick is a true legend of All Black rugby. The hooker was an integral part of the New Zealand team that won the first ever Rugby World Cup back in 1987. Of course, they've failed to match that achievement ever since, but their former captain has been more than impressed with their progress so far this year.
From where we were in Super 14 time, we had a real concern at the way our teams were performing, and a number of our players. We had a few injuries. But they've done a lot of hard work, and if you just watch how they analyse the Springboks, they've worked them out. They seem superbly fit with the new law, the interpretation of the new law. The ball's in play a lot longer, so the players have got to be a lot fitter. The ball's in play for 40 minutes now, where in my day it was sort of 25 minutes. So you can get by, a bit of cheating here and there.
But he's on the straight and narrow now. And with fellow Laureus ambassador, German tennis superstar Boris Becker alongside him, there was quite a sporting pedigree on display. For some, at least.
I know Sean's a rugby player, and I think Boris Becker's a tennis player. German tennis player, yeah, that's right. I've not know too much about them. I think they're a bit past my day, but...
Becker is a natural all-round sportsman, and although he didn't get to play rugby as a child, it's a sport he follows with genuine interest.
I think it's a great physical game. I mean, those guys are animals. They compare it to American football sometimes, but in America they have all covers. They're protected. Where the real rugby players, they only have their own flesh, bone, and skin. Like Sean, this is another level of sport.
To help fund community projects such as this one, Fitzpatrick had agreed to be part of a celebrity team taking part in the 2010 London Triathlon, along with some other familiar faces to rugby fans across the world. His role, the 40-kilometre bike ride.
And I'll give James Gemmell, who rates himself as a bit of a runner, the Sky TV presenter, all the way from New Zealand. He rates himself as a runner, and if I give him a pretty good lead, he'll finish it off. But unfortunately, Butch James was meant to be doing the swim. He pulled out. He went to great lengths to get selected to play for South Africa, so he didn't have to come.
As Butch and the Boks were taking a beating in Brisbane, Fitzpatrick was talking up his team's chances of doing well over the 2012 Olympic course.
We're looking forward to it. It's got a great opportunity to race on the Olympic course in a triathlon. It's pretty special, and it's nice to be here in Hyde Park in London. And a little bit nervous, I must say, but we've got a good girl starting us, a good Kiwi getting us away in the water, and then hopefully that presenter, James Gemmell, will front up with a great 10K to finish us off.
The loss of James was more than compensated for by his replacement. New Zealand's Andrea Hewitt is #2 in the triathlon world rankings and had competed in the elite women's event just 24 hours earlier. With all this expertise surrounding him, Fitzpatrick was almost getting carried away with his ambition.
I was sort of thought an hour 20, and just talking to some of the triathletes, they said that would be fantastic if I did an hour 20, so I think probably an hour 40, to be honest.
As Hewitt took to the water, Sean grabbed his bike and headed to the transition zone. As he waited for his moment to shine, he displayed all the focus and attention to detail you would expect from an All Black captain.
Come on, mate. Good luck. Come on, Fitzy. Do us proud, mate. I'm just running down there. Is somebody telling me what to do here? So I'm just... Follow your way. Right, I'll take my bike off here. I can't touch my bike yet.
His big moment arrived. Hewitt emerged from the water and passed over the electronic tag.
I can look this. Don't think I'll be kissing you, Jimmy.
Oh, you pals.
Fitzpatrick is one of 46 legends of sport that make up the Laureus Academy. It includes fellow rugby stars Mornay du Plessis from South Africa and Argentina's Hugo Porta. He proved his competitive spirit remains intact, with a very respectable ride, well within his target.
Hour and 10 minutes are going pretty hard out. Can't say I've done an hour and 10 minutes hard out on a rugby field.
The team finished first, not altogether surprising, as they were in fact the only relay team. Obviously carried away with euphoria, Fitzpatrick started to see this as potentially more than just a fundraising opportunity.
I know the New Zealand Triathlon Association is looking closely at me after today's performance, so we'll see what happens. There's always life after rugby.